Hello, Helen here. Today's card's going to be a baby rattle shaker card. I really enjoy making baby cards, and it's one type of card that I get asked quite often to bring cards along for work colleagues, so I'm going to make another one for my collection. I was kindly sent a Cheery Lynn baby rattle shaker card kit from Karen at Fat Cat's Card Corner in Australia, and I said to her I'd make a video for it, so that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to start off by making the card base which the shaker rattle is going to go on. So I've cut out 4 square scalloped die cuts using this Couture Creations scalloped square die set, and then I've found 4 different pink baby papers, just scraps that I had, and I've cut out squares that were going to fit onto that scalloped square. Now I just wanted just the scallops peeking out from behind, so I've ended up cutting with a trimmer because I didn't have a square die quite the right size, but it was very easy to do, and I've stuck those down onto the scallop squares, and then I've gone around and put some stitch lines with a Sakura Stardust jelly roll pen. It's very subtle, but it just adds a little bit of a interest to the little squares, and then that's going to make like a quilt in the background of the card. Once I got my squares ready, I was able to work out how big a background paper I wanted to put behind those squares, and then from that I've worked out how big I wanted a card base, just slightly bigger than the piece of paper at the back, which is just another scrap piece of baby pink paper in a plaid pattern. So I went ahead and stuck those down onto the background paper and card base just with some double-sided tape. I decided that was going to be a little bit stronger this time. I've also got ready a scallop circle with a pattern paper inset that's going to just go on in the middle of all those scallop square patterns at the back, and that's just going to be where my rattle sits on the card. Now the Cheery Lynn Shaker card kit comes with all that you need to make the shaker. You can add extra bits if you want to, so it comes with the 2 pieces of die. One's the background and one's the front, which has the cutout part where the shaker material is going to go. It also has 2 sheets of acetate that's covered with a blue film. There's 2 sheets of quite a thick foam tape that's adhesive on both sides. You also get these 2 little packets of shaker material. One says it's a boy and the other one says it's a girl, and then there's also a couple of little silicone pads that you're going to put, embossing pads that you're going to put the shaker parts through your embossing machine, and it breaks all the little pieces apart. Now I'm going to try and show you what you do with the shaker material. I'm not sure that the Cuttlebug fits into my screenshot very well, but it says to lay the sheet between the 2 layers of silicone embossing mat. So I'm doing that, and then you roll it through your embossing machine, whichever you use, and then when you take the top layer off, all the pieces should be individual. Now almost worked that way. I just had one strip that was still combined, so I ran it through again and it seemed to do the trick. So for now I'm just going to pop them in a little bag until I'm ready to use them and carry on with making the actual shaker. To save time, I've gone ahead and cut out the adhesive foam, the acetate and the front and back of my shaker. And I'm just peeling off one side of the adhesive on the foam and going to stick it down onto the bottom of my shaker. The next thing to do is to peel off the blue film on both sides of the acetate, and then I'm going to stick that down onto the back of my front of the shaker, which is just going to contain all the shaker pieces, stop them falling out. I'm just going to go around the inside with embossing buddy just to make sure that it's not staticky for when I put the shaker parts in. I'm going to go ahead and put the shaker bits in that came with the kit, but I'm going to make sure that I put them in with facing upwards so that you can see it's a girl. I'm going to put some pink and white sequins of my own in. And then these little bottles I found in a $2 shop. They're actually nail art, and I thought they were just gorgeous little bottles. They're actually glass bottles, and they've got tiny little sequins in various different shapes. There's some pink little flowers that I'm going to put in, and I'm going to put them in the bottom little section of the shaker as well. And then I've also, in another set, I found these little silver hearts, which I'm also going to put in the bottom part, and just a few in the main shaker part. The last thing to do is then take the adhesive off the top part of the foam and put the top onto the shaker, and that's the shaker part complete. I made that sound easier than it was. I ended up shaking the bottom and losing all the little bits, so I had to put them back in, and then I managed to get all the rest off without losing any of the shaker material and putting the top on. I glued the shaker onto the scallop circle on my base card with some glue, and then it's a matter of sorting out a sentiment. I'm using this memory box baby script die. It's a really fine die, so I've ended up cutting out 3 and layering them on top of each other with some pink card. Now, I have shown this on other of my videos, so I haven't shown it with this one. Then I've done the sentiment daughter with this cheapo sentiment set that I also got from a department store craft section. I rather like the little script writing. It's not the best set, but it'll be suitable for this. And I've embossed it with silver embossing powder on white card, and then I've cut round it, just leaving a little white border, and that's going to tuck under by the Y of baby, and I'll glue that down onto the card base. Finally, I've just got a little satin white bow that I've previously tied, and I'm going to just pop that at the bottom of the rattle. And then I've got a little iridescent gem that's just got a little bit of a pink tinge to it that I'm going to pop into the centre of the bow. So that's my card completed. Thank you for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or question below if you would like to, and give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Have a great week, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.